Yo, game 2, week 7. Let's do it. Let's dive in. Jay Jingles here once again for another match. Thank you if you've joined me all season. This has been so much fun to do, and it's just been an absolute ride. And for everybody that's been along for the ride, thank you for joining us. The players have been having a blast. I've been having a blast. So let's dive into the matchup. We got Shady versus Pokeaim. And this is a huge match for both players, and I'll get into why in just a second. I actually have my manual standings that I typed in myself. I kind of worked them out because I just need to make sure that they're 100% right. And as far as my mind goes, this is correct. I do have Wolfey's match in there that was from earlier today. So as you can see, 4-3, he ended up losing, spoiler, against Uzi. Unfortunately, Uzi's season was already finished, but finished off super strong. But Wolf is now in question whether or not, depending on if the teams below him win. So we're about to find out exactly the future of Joey and Shady. So we'll dive into what needs to happen for both players before going to this match, because it's definitely going to change how they approach this match. It's not just a matter of win and cross your fingers. No. You have to win by a specific margin in order to make this work. So let's dive into it. So I've got my notes here. Let's do the best I can. So going into this match, Shady is 2-4, must win. But he's also hoping for, so Joey will go down, but he also needs Aaron or Mount to, I don't think he can catch Mount, so never mind. So Joey and Aaron is who he's watching. So he needs to win this. He needs to beat Joey this week by at least the two, actually he needs to win by a 3-point margin. He has to win 2-0 today. If he loses a single game, he's not going to be able to catch the Aaron, which is technically his points can't go down. The way they did it is if you lose 2-0, you get no points. If you lose 2-1, you get 1 point. If you win 2-1, you get 2 points. And if you win 2-0, you get 3 points. So Shady needs 3 points to catch that 4th place team with a differential as well. So he needs to win by a lot, which I actually don't even think he can catch Aaron now that I think of it. His differential is too low. So Aaron would actually have to get blown out in order for this to work, because he needs Aaron to lose both games. He can't get a single point. So at that point, Shady needs to win 2-0. Aaron needs to lose 2-0 for him. That way they're both 3-4 with 10 points, but he needs Aaron to have a poor differential. So Shady needs to probably win like 8-0 to get back to, say, what, -4, and he needs Aaron to go below -4. Actually, now that I'm looking at it right now, guys, I don't even know how he can do it. I don't think he can. Like, I could be wrong. I said this last week that Shady's out, and everybody was commenting saying Shady's not out. I don't know how he can get in. I really don't. Mathematically looking at it, because tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but this is just me doing it with my own numbers here. 3-4, hoping that Aaron gets down to 3-4. He has to win 2-0. Okay, so he ties, but with a game differential, like, I guess Aaron, if he finishes -8, so gets 4-0-4 lost, he goes down to -3. Shady, if he goes 4-0-4 win, he only goes down to -4. So I don't think he can catch Aaron. Like, I don't. Am I wrong? Like, I was going into this giving everybody the benefit of the doubt that told me he had a chance to make it, but I don't think he can unless my tiebreakers are wrong. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong, and I just don't think I was this time. Actually, I used a little bit of help last week, so it's not like I really. It's not, anyway, we won't get into that. But yeah, like, I don't think Shady can make it, but I could be wrong when it comes to the tiebreakers. So Shady 100% needs to win both games in a row by a vast margin. So let's leave it at that. Let's pretend like he still has a chance right now, because again, I might be missing something here, because it's wins, then it's points, then differential. So I think it's KO differential. And I don't think he can catch Aaron on differential, even if the worst case scenario happens. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But now we'll get into Joey's. Joey needs to, well, need is a strong word. If he wants to put himself in the best position, because the other players are basically determining his future, because Joey is the only player, I think I mentioned this in the preview, he's the only player that if he wins 2-0 and destroys his opponent this week, can still miss the playoffs if Mount and Aaron both win as well, by the same margin. So unfortunately, his future, he just needs to do the best he can to put himself in the best position for those tiebreakers. So I don't think Joey can lose a game here, because something tells me that the other two are going to have very good showing. So Joey needs to win 2-0. So that actually brings me into my game plans. So getting into the match here, let me just go full screen. So Shady's team, we got Indeedee Terra Fairy, Thwacky Terra Grass, Sneasler Terra Dark, King Gambit Terra Fairy, Mudsdale Terra Dragon, Braviar Terra Psychic. It worked so well last week, why not do it again, right? You have the dual terrain, he's using it well, so why not lean with it? Lean into it. You can set Trick Room, you can go super fast with your Sneasler, you have your priority, and you have your spread damage. I like this composition that's working for him. So this is his best foot forward. This is very similar to the team that I actually built for him going into with this week. I built it in the week 7 preview. Go have a look if you haven't already. But this is very similar. A lot of items are the same. A lot of Terra types are the same. I don't know the item on the Thwacky, but I saw Terra Grass, so it very well could be Choice Band. I don't know. Might be Miracle Seed, but we'll find out when the match starts. I thought it looked good. But on the other side, you got Pokeaim. You got Pelipper Terra Dark, Archaludon Terra Dragon, Basculegion Terra Fighting, probably for those dark moves, and also with Terra Blast, so expect the Basculegion to have Terra Blast on there. Lapras Terra Psychic to resist the fighting, I like that, and the Psychic. So that's a very good Terra type. Rhydon Terra Bug, and Greninja Terra Stellar. Yeah, Greninja gets coverage for days, so Terra Stellar looks fantastic. Expect the Focus Sash on the Greninja this week because it's so frail, and we don't see a defensive Terra, so that looks nice there. But as for the keys to victory, based on what needs to happen for both players, I mentioned what Shady needs to do. Again, I don't think he can catch Aaron, which is in 4th place. He can't get worse other than his differential, and I don't think he can catch his differential. So I would just go out on a limb and say his season's done. I don't think he mentioned it in his preview. He might have, might not. I watched the beginning of it, and then I kind of skipped through. I didn't want to be given away on the sets for the team. I just got the Terra types and moved on. So yeah, I would say you can't lose a game, so which means you can't gather information, unfortunately. A big part of draft and closed team sheet formats in best of 3 is you gather information, and potentially the more information you get going into game 3 gives you an advantage. Shady cannot do that. He has to go balls to the walls, as much offense as humanly possible. He needs a lot of differential too. He needs to sweep Pokeaim here. So you know what, give yourself the best chance, sweep him twice, right? So I guess when it comes to like a micro heat of victory, don't lose a game. Come out fast, come out hard, don't lose a game. But if it comes down to it, your differential could matter. So I think you really, really need to focus on just blowing people out. I don't know if Trick Room is the answer, because then Indeedee might go down, so follow me. So I think in the end, you're not just playing for a win here, guys. Game 1 of the season, you go for a win by any means. This one, unfortunately, you have to go for a very specific win. So yeah, he has to go fast, go hard. So I have notes here. Ho, ho, ho. Christmas is coming, but ho stands for hyper offense. Hyper offense, hyper offense, hyper offense. Do as fast and as much as you can. You could also, with hyper offense, Trick Room is also hyper offense as well. Just in this case, you can't sacrifice your Trick Room setter to get your sweeper on the field. So it's basically a 2v1 offensively, because you have your Indeedee on the field just supporting it. But you only have one sweeper on the field, which might work. You might be able to afford the 1 KO, but I just don't think you can. So setting Trick Room is also hyper offense, but you got to win in 4 turns, unfortunately. So that's the way hyper offense works. Do as much damage as possible, win the game quickly. That's hyper offense. So that's his key to victory. Pokeaim is in a similar position. He's on the outside looking in too, but his margin is a little larger for error. So he doesn't necessarily have to win 2-0, but because his playoff future is in the hands of other players, I mentioned earlier that he could play perfectly and still miss the playoffs. So I guess that's the same thing for Shady, but 2-0. Get a 2-0. Just get it out of the way. make it so the pressure is on the other players that they can lose a game and then they might miss the playoffs or lose or whatever it might be. Give yourself the best chance as possible. 2-0 your opponent today. You are facing one of the last place teams or like a 6th place team right now out of the 8. You have the easiest matchup on paper, so take advantage of it. You should be in the best position. Like if your playoffs are on the line and you're facing a guy like James Beck, like Aaron is it Aaron? I think it's Aaron. And Mount is playing, I think, Necro, right? So is it Mount versus Necro? I don't remember. We're focusing on this one right now, guys. We're focusing on this one. But yeah, so don't leave it in the hands of other people. Win by a large margin. So expect both of these players to come out, swing it. They need to win quickly, both of them. So that we might be out of here really quickly. As long as I don't keep talking. So, I also think that Pokeaim, because he needs to preserve deaths in a situation, you could choose to play conservatively as well. That is another way to go and just play more of a balance mode. Just switch in, switch out, and then just preserve your KOs. If 4 of your Pokemon have 1 HP left and you still win, it's still no deaths. It's still no deaths. You still win 4-0. Does a lot of numbers. Joey needs his tiebreakers. I think that's the key to get away from this. He needs to play in a way that's conservative to not get deaths, but he also, by doing that, by winning quickly, you don't die a lot. So I feel like you can do a little bit of both worlds and go from there. I'm curious how it's going to go. You guys are curious how it's going to go. Let's dive in. Super excited. Can't wait to see this. Let's dive in. So I want to see that item on the Thwacky. I want to see the item on the Thwacky. I'm curious of the item on the Indeedee. So he's going for Indeedee Sneasler. A little bit of hacks would be nice. That'd be nice to kind of at least get that little bit of luck late in the season. He's on a 2-game winning streak, and Joey is not. So I think momentum matters a lot going into this as well. Let me see. So I think he just goes with his modes. I think you bring the Braviary, bring the King Gambit, right? If you're going to do Indeedee Sneasler, I think the Braviary makes sense. So let's look at Pokeaim's team. You got to watch out for that Sneasler lead. So I think that a Basculegion lead makes sense, maybe even with the Pelipper, because, like, I don't know if the Sneasler, the fast Sneasler, gets weather control. I don't think it does. That would be very interesting if it did. But I would have to see the movesets. So I think just like a Pelipper Basculegion, just go for it, right? Because you can go for Hurricanes into the Sneasler, and you could just go for Wavecraft crash damage. Watch out for the recoil, because again, he can't allow KOs on himself. So Wave Crash might be a risky play. This is crazy. I can't wait to watch Joey's. Okay, so this could just be that he did this actually earlier in the season. He went for Sludge Wave with the Greninja, and he went with the it might be Stalwart on the Archaludon. And the Archaludon is Terra Dragon, so apparently he doesn't care too much about the close combat damage. So let's see how this goes. I can see just honestly the Sludge Wave makes sense. Break the Sash, it's faster, and then just KO it. So this very well could be a Power Herb. But I'd be curious how much... Ooh, so this is Psychic Seed. Very cool. Use your opponent's strategies for you. Why not? I love it. So he's going for a Light Screen. I didn't see the item on the Indeedee. Carnage, I love that name. So he's going to go for a Light Screen, it looks like. I think he wants to. I'm curious what the Sneasler does here. It's going to get one hit, but if that's Focus Sash on the Greninja, and I don't think you're KOing the Arch here, I think this is a Terra on the Archaludon right now, because like you can't get oh, one second. I'm actually curious if this is Choice Scarf on the Greninja. I wonder if a Choice Scarf Greninja outspeeds. No, it doesn't. Never mind. So yeah, I think you need to Terra Dragon here, because you're gonna get close combated. Yeah, there it is. Unless... Okay, so the Indeedee Terra, so which means the Arch probably isn't, unless this is a fast Indeedee or a slow Arch. So let's see. Is this a Light Screen? Protect. Okay, makes sense. So it's not AV. Close combat. That's a good turn for Joey. That's a really good turn for Joey. So what's this doing? Sludge Wave? Dark Pulse. Okay, so that's not a lot of damage across the field. I think Shady got away with one there, and light screen. Yeah, Shady might have actually come out on top with that one, because now you got a +1 special defense Sneasler, and you have a light screen up. So this thing has a lot of survivability right now. You got to watch out for a Bastion Legion switch in here for the close combat, seeing how you just revealed it. So you can throat chop it for neutral damage if you want, but you got to watch out for the stamina boost as well. So you know what? You might be able to just go... Yeah, you got to watch out for Stalwart. So I don't know if Follow Me does anything for you here. So he's going for Terra Dragon here. Yeah. I figured he could have done that turn 1, but he's going for it turn 2. And then... So the Sneaser's going to get actually a special defense drop. So it's just going to have light screen up. And what's this going to do? Helping Hand goes off. Oh, the Helping Hand. I didn't see him click that. So, what is this going to do? Water Shuriken? Oh, no. Oh! That's cool. That makes sense, too. Uh-oh. I wasn't ready for that. I saw the text for Water Shuriken, and I was like, no, Joe, you can't be doing that in such an important game in Psychic Terrain, but he did it to the side, which means that it's good to go. Look how little that did. Oh, my goodness. I wonder if this is loaded dice. Well, that didn't do that much. Okay, cool. Wow. How are you taking out this Arch now? What's in the back row? I feel like the Braviary would have made perfect sense in the back. So now it's only physical attackers. He's got King Gambit. Wow, he brought... Oh, no. There's no way Shady can win this unless he crits. There's no way. You can't break through that. I'm sorry. Is he just going to go for Water Shuriken again? Hydro Pump goes off. That's fine. And what's he doing here? Psychic goes off. So here's the thing about... Hold on, that changes everything. Oh. I just rewind and take back what I just said. This game is not even close to over now. Holy cow. There's a Protect there. That's what you do when you have low HP. Makes sense. Did he attack around it? Follow Me goes off, and... Yeah, so if this is Dark Pulse, Dire Claw, are we going to get some hacks? That did so much. Nice. Oh, it is Citrus Berry. Okay. So we got that right, too, in the Team Builder. Terra Fairy. So we almost got this whole set right, except for the light screen. I think we got the Sneasler set right, too, but I think I had Stellar, not Dark, so... Wow, what a crazy start to the game. Is there no Trick Room on that Indeedee? I think so. Ooh. Follow Me, Helping Hand, Psychic, and Light Screen. No Trick Room. So here's the thing. Joey's got to play around Trick Room thinking he might do it. Protect goes off there. Okay. You definitely attack that Arch slot. And is Psychic faster than the... No, it's got to be bulky, right? So Arch goes off first. Oh! Oh! Another boost? So is that +6 now? Oh, no, he needs the Comfey. Did he bring the Comfey? Hold on. Where are my notes? Did he bring the Comfey? No, he didn't. Oh, no. How are you healing that thing? Oh, no. I hope it... Oh, light screen's gone. That's kind of big. But I feel like you're body pressing to the end of the game. You Terra Fairy, that's a dead King Gambit, isn't it? Uh-oh. Yeah, that Thwacky's actually helping out Joey because now Water Shuriken is going to go off. There's only a couple turns of terrain left anyway. This is a Protect on the Arch, for sure. But does... He's not going to Water Shuriken, but does Greninja have a fighting move is the question to get rid of that King Gambit. Is Psychic Terrain still up? I don't remember. I feel like the Arch protects here, and then you got to go for a fighting move into the King Gambit. Water Shuriken goes off. Into the Protect. Okay. So this is just Protects all around. Oh. Okay. So... I guess there's no fighting move on the Greninja. This is crazy. What a good game so far. Okay, Snake comes out, which is the Pelipper. Okay. So does that mean the Basculegion's in the back? Yeah, I'd say that's a little awkward for Shady right now. Low kick the Greninja, I guess, and... Ooh, Hurricane's gonna go into that slot, isn't it? Ew. Could be a Muddy Water. Yeah, Hurricane would be crazy into that slot. Water Shuriken goes off. Wow, ignoring the King Gambit. I feel like this is loaded dice. It's not Sash. Oh, it's 3. Okay, so it's not loaded dice. Never mind. Low kick goes off. Knocks that out. That's a very low base power move, but that's fine. And what is this doing is the question. Did we get the hard read here? Weather Ball goes off. Just neutral damage. I love it. That's a lot of damage against an Assault Vest King Gambit. I bet that's Focus Sash. That's probably where the Focus Sash is. Because then you could just max the offense. Ooh, Hydration, and that'd be cool. I figured the Lapras looked good this week. So he thinks that Lapras is protecting. I feel like Lapras is due there to like sheer cold and stuff, isn't it? Does a decent chunk. Body press goes off. Oh! I didn't even know that thing got body press. That's wild. Oh, man. Okay. This is crazy. Shady, just keep doing damage. Oh, my goodness. So it's not the choice band on the Thwacky because it faked out, right? So Grassy Glide, this survives easily. Sucker Punch goes off. Oh! And then Pelipper goes for the Freeze Dry Hurricane, right? That doesn't do that much. It's not super strong. It's super bulky. Wait, what did the Pelipper do? I missed it. I missed what the Pelipper did. What did it do? It protected. Okay, that's why I missed it. Sorry, there we go. Okay, we're caught up now. Sorry, guys. I feel like both players are taking a lot more damage than they want to. Like, this is really close for Joey. And let's see if those 2 KOs or those 2 deaths matter in the end. Because this could be a very slim margin. It's got to be Eviolite on the Thwacky. I feel like that Freeze Dry would have done more. Grassy Glide goes off. Doesn't do enough. Sucker Punch goes off. I feel like Shady's going to win this game, though. Weather Ball goes off. That knocks that out. Okay. And then Sneasler comes in and Dire Claws and Grassy Glide, and the game's over. That loss might have lost Joey his season. He's playing his team so freaking well. Shady, where was this all season? You would be in a easy playoff spot right now. It matters so much, the draft. He made a couple of different weeks of transactions, and he finally found the team that worked for him. And oh, it's just so unfortunate that he started 0-4 and he's winning out right now. This is crazy. Shady, give yourself the best chance humanly possible. Make sure my math is wrong. Win another one right now, and you might be able to get in. Again, I don't know. I don't know if he can. Yeah, look at him. He's just hungry. He's just like, I want in. I want in. So he's got to go for the Basculegion lead. He's got to go for the Basculegion lead. I feel like that strat with the stamina, you might want the healing, right? Because then you could protect, get the Greninja off the field, and then just start floral healing yourself. But I guess he just didn't want to bring it because there was the King Gambit on the field. Or King Gambit in the matchup, but yeah, don't go Trick Room. Well, you don't even have a Trick Room mode, so I don't know if... No, Mudsdale can't come, dude. No. I don't like it. I like the Braviary here. I think just go with the same thing, bring the Braviary instead of the Thwacky. Done. Yeah, dude, like the Tinted Lens Expanding Force does so much. He has no terrain control. It makes the Water Shuriken, you know you have to hit on the special side because of what the Arch is, the stamina boost. Yeah, do the same thing. No. All right. Well, if it goes to a game 3, he better bring it because that expanding force, it's so good. Like, I know you have the Greninja there, so you have to be careful of it, but I feel like the partners can help with it. Basculegion and... Oh, and Rhydon. Okay. I was not expecting this at all. Wow. Maybe he doesn't have anything for Terra Bug. Does he? Yeah, you resist the grass. You're not weak to... If you're Eviolite too, you resist a lot of... Not resist, but you take damage really well from the King Gambit because your defense is so high already. I think it gets up to like 190 or something like that. So... This is... I like Joey's Terra Bug on the Rhydon here. I think that's the Terra candidate, isn't it? Basculegion's probably okay here. Oh, he's saving it. This is probably just the Pelipper, isn't it? Yeah. But you don't outspeed the Sneasler here. Yeah, you... Oh, unless it's Scarf. It's got to be Scarf. Has to be. Wave Crash goes off. Later. That does so much damage. But now you're in Throat Chop range, I think. But that has to be Scarf. Has to be Scarf. Joey's a smart player. There's no way he would just do that. And not Terra, too. Yeah. He knew 100% he was outspeeding that thing. So he's Scarf and then double speed in the rain. So you got the ability. You've got the item. So Sucker Punch the Basculegion. Oh, wait. No, you can't because the Psychic Terrain's up. Hold on. No, he didn't click Sucker... No! No, don't Sucker Punch the Basculegion. No! Oh, no! No, don't do it! Oh, no. Yo, Sucker Punch that slot. Yes! Okay. Oh, okay. Thank God he Sucker Punched the Pelipper. He wanted to avoid the Kowtow. Yeah, this... Is he locked in? He has to be locked in. Yeah, this is just a defensive Terra. So they both Terra'd. Oh, guys, he was so close to Sucker Punching in Psychic Terrain. But, again, you can Sucker Punch the Pelipper because it's floating. But against that Basculegion, it would have just failed, right? That would have been so bad. Wave Crash goes off. This is going to do a lot. That does a lot. And... So now it resists the Throat Chop. Nice Terra. Yeah, Scarf confirmed. That's good damage, yeah. And then Hurricane goes off, and it's the Psychic Seed boost, so never mind. That Basculegion is a menace. The question is does he want to preserve the Basculegion for later? Because he's got one more Wave Crash in him. I think if you go after the King Gambit here... If you go after the King Gambit, the recoil probably doesn't KO you. So maybe... Maybe Basculegion switches and he goes for like a Muddy Water or something like... No, he has Weather Ball. So maybe you go for the hard switch and then you maybe... Yeah, he's hard switching and then you attack one of the two. Probably the King Gambit. Swole is nice. A special defense boost. No, Shady, you're still in a decent spot, man. Dark Claw goes off. Okay. Wow. I feel like that wasn't necessarily for the Dire Claw. It might have just been additional. And then you Weather Ball the King Gambit, knock it out. Yeah. Makes sense. That was a good turn for both players. Because the Sucker Punch damage was massive. Because, like, that Basculegion, it's Scarf in the back. But if you get rid of that Rain... So, is Greninja in... Has he KO'd anything yet? No, he hasn't. So, we don't know the last Pokemon on Joey's side. Yeah, Joey's just... He's got this. Like, he's just keep doing damage and you win, right? But actually, yeah, if you close combat that slot, you could protect... Double protect? No. Why? Fake Out goes in. So, close combat into that slot. Did he spec it to live? Yep. I think it is +1, right? So this is going to exchange blows with that thing, and it's going to take out the Sneasler right now. Body Press just picks up. Has to. Yep, later. So I think that's +2 now, because it switched in, took a hit. Did it take a hit? No. So it's +1 now. Yeah, this is... Oh. Yeah, he was just talking about the implications, but he didn't mention his. He mentioned Joey's. See, okay, there it's confirmed. It's 100% confirmed. Shady just said, I can't make playoffs. There we go. So, I thought that was the case, and... You know, everybody's barking at me in the comments, and I'm just like, I don't know, probably you guys are right. You guys know more than I do. But then I did the math, and I'm like, it doesn't make sense. And then Shady just confirmed it. So, anyway, keep the comments coming, guys, because I appreciate the back and forth. It's really cool. And I'm wrong more often than not, right? So there we go. So he's just trying to play spoiler right now. Let's go. That one loss in game 1 might have knocked him out. Now he's just trying to get as many KOs as possible. Body press going to do a lot. Eviolite, super awesome. And then I feel like Joey needs to protect the partner here. You can't get a KO because the Grassy Glide into the Bastion. You have to bring in... The Greninja might go down to a Grassy Glide. Oh, wait, no, it's the Rhydon, but it might go down. Quad super effective damage. Yeah, go for it. Go for the differential. How much does this do? Oh, yeah, never mind. Eviolite's so freaking good. And then Rock Slide goes off. Yeah, nice. That's so strong. Woo, this is crazy, guys. Hit like and those hype points, guys. If you guys have those hype points, click the hype points. Contribute to the hype points, because we need people to see these matches, this reaction. We need people to see it. Hype up this video. Get everybody watching this as well. This is so much fun. I'm loving watching Shady play right now. I'm loving watching Joey play right now. And this is just a nice chess match, and like, it's not hyper offense from either player. It's just good Pokemon, good pivots, good strategies, some tech. This is what Draft League is made for. If you're not in a Draft League, this is what you're missing. And both of them locked in within 15 seconds, I think it is. They locked in. That's crazy. Both players are like, I don't need time. I know what I'm doing. Awesome. Let's see. Bastion Rhydon again. So he switched out. Oh no, I feel like this is too passive by Shady. Way too passive. Terra Dragon. You have to Terra if you're going to stay in. High horsepower. I don't like this lead by Shady. I don't know why you don't Basculegion Terra here. There's no reason not to. But the bug is okay too, so he's going for the Terra bug. Okay. Yeah, because you wouldn't stay in on 2 super effective hits. You just go down here. Alright. So he's going for the Terra. So I feel like this is Terra bug on the Rhydon. I think it's slower than Mudsdale if they're both min speed. I think. No. Maybe he didn't Terra the Rhydon. That'd be crazy. Oh, he just protected. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you wouldn't just leave yourself vulnerable there, so that makes sense. Grassy Glide goes off. You'll take that damage. And then High Horsepower goes off. Whiffs. That's a nice switch in from Joey. He just knows what he's doing, man. Like, he just has all these immunities, which is great. Knock off that Eviolite. Makes perfect sense. And what is Mudsdale going for? It has the leftovers. It's Terra Dragon, though, so if that Arch is in the back, look out. Knockoff makes sense. Then what? Rock Slide? He just protected. Maybe just Rock Slide here. I think that makes sense. Because it covers for the Terra bug as well. He's just switching out. Pivot, pivot, pivot. There's all your 4. He revealed all of them. There's the Terra bug. He has chosen his Terra candidate. Yeah, that's so good. Terra bug Rhydon. I am becoming a Rhydon believer right now. Knockoff, that's a huge item to knock off. Huge. High horsepower resisted, who cares? That did more than I thought it was going to do. Megahorn. Ooh. Oh, does it one shot? Yeah, later. Does it one shot? That's so funny. This dude, Megahorn's a very strong attack, boosted by Terra. With that attack stat, that does so much damage. That Mudsdale is in rough shape right now. Do you have to switch in the Indeedee? Are you going to switch in the Indeedee here? He can't Terra the Arch here. We know it's stamina, so it's not sturdy. So close combat, I'd be curious if it KOs. If it's adamant, it might. Maybe a protect from the... Actually, you could switch in the Basculegion here pretty safely. Just get the ride on going. Just keep pivoting that side slot. Protect, yeah. But you know what he's doing next turn. He's just going for the switch into the Basculegion. So Dire Claw goes off. Are we going to get some hacks? There's one. And High Horsepower goes in. That's not bad. He just doesn't want to get stamina boost. That makes sense. Very smart. Earthquake. Earthquake. Okay. That did so much damage. That's, by the way, that's half damage in grassy terrain. Half damage. Look how much that did. That's insane. Rhydon is so good. So, is this a Pelipper switch in and another Earthquake? Yeah, Pelipper probably switches in here, though. Dire Claw. Ooh, nice. And is this just a Draco Meteor into that Mudsdale? Yeah, that picks up later. So you need that thing to get off the field now at -2. So I think if the timing of the rain turns has worked, you can... That's what determines it, and that's what kind of sucks about the game right now, is you actually can't see how many turns of rain or Trick Room or Tailwinder left before you switch in. So I'd be curious. If he's counting properly, I think Bass comes in here. Yeah. Rain ends. Does rain end here? So many animations. Does the rain end? I just want to see if it ends. Okay, so you protect with the Arch now, and then you switch it next turn when the rain ends. Okay, so what do you want to delete? I feel like you go for the Indeedee here. Wave Crash goes off. This is a lot of recoil to yourself. Yeah, later. And I think he takes the Arch knockout here, because then you get the Pelipper in for free. Let's see. Close combat. Does this pick up? It should. Yeah. I think he's okay with that, though, because now it's just Sneasler versus... The rain stopped. Yeah, he timed that really well. Nice job. And then Pelipper comes in. I love watching Shady's videos. He's having so much fun. Yeah, and this is just game over. So you just wave crash the Pelipper, and that's game over. Yo, that's crazy. We are in for it. So I'll get into what the playoff picture looks like now, but I want to watch Shady here. Let's watch his outro of the season.
Thank you, fans. This was a ton of fun. I really hope you enjoyed. Leave a like on this video if you did. I will tell you this much. The videos definitely messed with the channel quite a bit, but it doesn't mean I'm done with Draft League. So keep your eyes peeled. I'll see you soon. Keep it shady.
All right. So that does it. So that is Shady's season. Awesome job. I thought he played great going into the last week. He got a hold of his team, and you could definitely tell he was having a lot more fun. When he got the team he wanted, when the wins started coming in, you can definitely tell he was having a lot more fun. And I loved watching him play. He is such a good entertainer. He's been doing it for years and years and years. And just a privilege to watch him play. And especially that last match, Joey just kind of used his experience. Pivot, 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 positioning, timing the rain. Great job in building, by the way. Going with the Choice Scarf Basculegion just to outspeed that Sneasler with Unburden. Fantastic job in building. And I think that's one of Joey's strongest parts of the game in draft is his team building. Every single week, he's so creative. And in the game, he uses his fundamentals to actually get advantages in the game. And he gives himself a good roster too. So he does all three of them. And he just does a great job. So what does this mean for the playoffs? Let me type in this information. I'll update the standings, and I will see you guys in just a second. All right, so let's have a look at the standings. Game 2 is in the books of Week 7. We've got Wolfey in the book with his win against, with his loss against Uzi earlier today. and we just watched Shady versus Joey. Joey ended up picking up the win 2-1. I typed in the KO, the differential from Pokemon, the wins, the losses, the points, and here's what we're looking at right now. So with that single game loss by Joey, and so Shady playing spoiler, taking a single game off of Joey, Wolfey is now in the playoffs. Amazing. Just crazy, because Wolfey cannot fall below Joey right now. So if both Mountaih and Aaron win this week, they go up. Wolfey is still above Joey, so the lowest Wolfey can go is 4th place. So Wolfey is clinched with that one loss, and now that Joey is there, he has not clinched yet because Mountaih and Aaron could both win. So Shady unfortunately was already out, so he falls below Uzi to finish 7th. I guess Necra could win as well, and I think based on K, if she 2-0s her opponent this week, she would go ahead of Shady, so Shady would finish last and Necra wouldn't. So we'll have to see how that plays out, because I know bragging rights in the end if playoffs aren't in the picture, but that's fine. So Joey, done, ready to go, waiting for everybody to play. Mountaih and Aaron, those games are tomorrow, but for you guys, you're going to see one tomorrow and one the day after from my channel, but you'll probably by this point already know who won. But here's the playoff picture. So James won, Wolfey potentially 2, 3, or 4, Joey potentially 3, 4, or 5, Mountaih or Aaron could finish anywhere between 3 and 5 right now, and potentially 4, because they can pass Wolfey. So amazing. This is crazy. I think James told me off camera, James Beck, when I was after the interview, he says, strap in, it's going to be an insane week 7. I already knew it was going to be, but he said it doesn't get any closer than this, and this is absolutely right. It does not get any closer than this. I don't know about you guys. I'm super excited. I've been waiting for this moment all season, and we're about to find out which 4 members are going to be in the playoffs and getting that first WDL championship and bragging rights until they ever do this again. So is there anything we want to go over before the end of the season, before the end of the video, I guess? I don't think so. I think, you guys see that? The heck? Keeps showing up. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Go check out the perspective of Joey and Shady, both very good entertainers. I'm gonna go watch Joey's perspective because I just watched Shady's perspective, and I can't wait to see where his mind was at, if he knew that, like, how important each individual KO was and things like that. Shady, unfortunately, already knew that I believe he was already out before it started mathematically, but he still gave it an absolute ride. Super excited for next week. I'm just going to end this off right now. Like the video on his, and mine. Subscribe if you haven't to all 3 of us, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.